Hello, and welcome to today's show, Legacy Living, Make Your Life Count. I'm your host, Dr. Gloria Burgess, international leadership expert and trusted advisor. Welcome to Legacy Living, Make Your Life Count. I am so delighted that you joined me today. Our topic is sowing and reaping. So what do we mean by sowing and reaping? Well, it means a lot of different things, but today I want to focus on this one in particular. What we sow, we will reap. Now, most of us have heard something like this before, right? We reap what we sow. What we sow, we will reap. So what's my point? It's very simple. Be careful. Be very, very careful and mindful about what you sow. Because whatever seeds we sow, whatever seeds we plant, whatever seeds we cast into the wind, we will reap the harvest of those seeds, those ideas, those thoughts that come into our consciousness and that flow out of our mouth. Now, I'll share more about sowing and reaping in just a few moments. Right now, I want to take just a moment to welcome you. If you're just joining us, I'm your host, Dr. Gloria Burgess, and this is Legacy Living, Make Your Life Count. I want to extend a very special welcome to those of you who are joining Talk Network Radio for the very first time. You are in for a real treat. I'm excited to have you listening in today, and I'm deeply honored that you've allowed me to be part of your day, so you can be inspired by ideas and resources to make your life count. Now, today's program is all about sowing and reaping, and what a perfect topic for today. Where I live, in the Pacific Northwest of the United States, gardeners who want to have anything to harvest must be very deliberate, very intentional about planting seeds at just the right time, so those seeds will germinate and grow. Now, in my family, my parents taught me and my sisters to be grateful for the presence, just the simple presence of family. In fact, we thought of family members as a present, as a gift. Now, don't get me wrong, we certainly had our differences. I mean, what family doesn't, right? But when we gather together as a family, we set our differences aside. I'm so grateful that my family had great spiritual wealth. We didn't have much money, but we had a whole lot of honey for one another. So when we gathered around the table for our family meal, we rejoiced in one another. We rejoiced by counting our blessings, and we rejoiced in God, of course, the provider of all of our blessings. Just like most things in life, it's important to understand what sowing and reaping is all about. It's important to understand what it is and why it's significant, especially in our gotta have it right here, right now culture. Today we are so accustomed, so used to instant, right? We have to have everything immediately, in an instant. We have instant coffee, instant tea, instant soup, instant meals for all kinds of food, right? You can even pre-order your fast food, so it's hot, ready, waiting, and paid for. So you can make an instant getaway. We have same-day delivery, so you no longer have to wait for several days for standard shipping. We have instant communication, so what you say to a friend or an audience can be streamed live. Everybody has something that they desire, a dream, a project, a goal. Everybody has something that they want. We all do. So what do you want? Do you want a new job, a new career, better health, more money, more friends? Perhaps you want to change your friends. Change who you spend your valuable time with. Maybe you want a better relationship with your husband or wife or parents or sister or brother. Or maybe you haven't seen a friend in a long, long time and you want to reach out to them. Maybe you want a new car or a new apartment or a new home. Maybe your kids are grown up and you want to move into a smaller home. Or perhaps you have several small children and you simply want peace of mind. A few hours a day that you can call your own. A few hours a week where you can have an adult conversation. Now, what I'm sharing with you today is about sowing and reaping. And what I'm sharing will help you understand how to get whatever you happen to want in your life. So whatever it is you want, it will help you get from where you are now, point A, to where you want to go, point B. In other words, it will help you get from here to there. Sowing and reaping. You reap what you sow. You get out whatever you put in. Now you invest so you can earn. You study so you can learn. You manifest the fruits of your labors. You plant trees today so you will have shade tomorrow. However you say it, however you express it, this is what we call sowing and reaping. Now, did you know that today is the mother of tomorrow? Yes, let me say that again. Today is the mother of tomorrow. In other words, what we think about today, we will give birth to tomorrow, or next week, or next month, or next year, or maybe 2 or 5 years down the road. How we live today shapes our tomorrow. How we live our life is called personal leadership. Now, if you've been listening to my podcast, or if you've heard me speak before, maybe give a keynote or teach or whatever, maybe you've read one of my books or taken one of my courses, you've heard me say this before. Personal leadership is all about the choices and decisions you make about your life. Personal leadership is about the choices and decisions you make about everything, right? So here's what I know. You are what you eat. That's right. You are what you eat. And this applies not only to your physical health, right? It also applies to your choices and decisions. So, again, choose and decide wisely. Did you know that you are the sum total of what you consume and the people that you hang out with, the people you interact with, the people you spend time with? So again, be mindful, be thoughtful, be choiceful about who and what you listen to, about the books and magazines you read, about what you watch on TV or on the internet or in the movies, right? Be mindful and thoughtful and choiceful about the images and photographs that you have in your home and your office, and about what you post on Facebook or Twitter or Instagram or TikTok, right? About who and what you allow people to post on your timeline. Be mindful, be thoughtful, and be choiceful about who you spend time with in your personal and your professional life. Who you are in your daily life informs and shapes you as a leader more than any other single factor. Now, why is that? Because how you live is how you lead. How you live is actually how you do everything. Lead, parent, work, community service, your interactions with family and friends, everything. Now, who you are is comprised of your values, attitudes, and beliefs. Your values, attitudes, and beliefs shape your character. And your character drives your choices, affecting who and what you allow into your field of attention. Your values, attitudes, and beliefs also shape how you lead, not to mention who will follow you or who will want to reach out to you or to collaborate with you. Sowing and reaping. It's all about the seeds we sow, because what we sow is what we will harvest. Author Annie Dillard reminds us, how we spend our days is how we spend our lives. My friend and mentor John Maxwell says it this way: today matters. You got that? If not, I'll say it again. Grab something to write with and be sure to write this down. Today matters. 2 words, 2 very simple words. Today matters. Those 2 simple words are powerful words. They are mighty words. I love them. Today matters because when you think about it, that's really what legacy living is all about. It's about living with purpose and intention today so that you have authority over tomorrow. If you want something to happen in your life, you must give out something today. You must put something out there, right? You must sow and plant seeds today. If you want to go to college, to build a business, to have better relationships, better health, to have children who grow up to be caring, compassionate, responsible citizens. To have what we want tomorrow, we must be purposeful and intentional about sowing the seeds today so we can reap the harvest of our efforts tomorrow. What we sow, we will reap. Living with purpose and intention today assures us that we will have authority and dominion over tomorrow. Who and what we are today is the direct result of who we have been spending time with, what we've been reading, the images that we've allowed into our consciousness, what we've been thinking, what we've been consuming, eating, and drinking and paying attention to. Even those people, those opportunities we have neglected. All of the people and things and events that we have allowed into our life have shaped us. They have formed us into who we are today. If we've made wise choices, wise decisions, lived wisely yesterday, we will reap the fruits of yesterday's labors today, and we will harvest that wisdom to make wise choices and decisions today and in the future. If, for instance, we have invested wisely in our health, our relationships, our finances, we will see the fruits. We will see the benefits, the results of those investments today and for months and years to come. How will we know? Well, we will have strong bodies, solid relationships, and a strong, sure financial footing. Just like the story about the ant and the grasshopper, the folks who invest wisely today will have plenty tomorrow, just like the industrious ant. But if you're careless, if you are reckless, if you are spendthrift, if you spend everything you have today, or if you're idle and don't do any work, if you don't do anything to store up for the months ahead, you will come up short, just like the grasshopper. You will have little or nothing in the future. Why? Because you reap what you sow. If you sow nothing, you will have nothing to reap. If we do as little as we possibly can to get by, or if we do nothing at all, guess what? When tomorrow comes, and it will come,